So we'll begin in just a minute. In the meantime, we can think about our motivation, our intention for doing the practice tonight. You're reading along this wonderful prayer. The merit, because we're still in Sakadawa, will be multiplied. Think of all those who wish to be here but could not for any reason at all, for all those on the prayer list, all whose names have been given to us. And as Geshe says, we need to make our intention, our motivation as big as Texas. So by virtue of doing this practice, may we directly perceive ultimate truth and liberate in that second all beings from the great ocean of samsaric suffering. So I'm going to share the screen now. King of Prayers, the extraordinary aspiration of the practice of Samantabhadra. Samantabhadra Karya Pranidhana Raja, Pakpa Zampo Chirpe Mernlam Gi Gyalpo. I bow down to the youthful Arya Manjushri. Relying among humans gone to freedom in the present, past, and future, in the worlds of 10 directions, to all of you with body, speech, and sincere mind, I bow down. The energy of aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect and with as many bodies as atoms of the world, to all you Buddhas visualized as real, I bow down. On every atom are Buddhas, numberless as atoms, each amidst a host of Bodhisattvas. And I'm confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way. With infinite oceans of praise for you and oceans of sound from the aspects of my voice, I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas and celebrate all of you gone to bliss. Beautiful flowers and regal garlands, sweet music, scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights and sublime incense, I offer to you, victorious ones. Fine dress and fragrant perfume, sandalwood powder heaped high as Mount Meru, all wondrous offerings in spectacular way, I offer to you, victorious ones. With transcendent offerings, peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done with my body, speech, and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger, and confusion, all these I openly lay bare before you. I lift up my heart and rejoice in all positive potential of the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, in 10 directions, of solitary realizers here still training and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You are the bright lights of worlds in 10 directions, who attained of Buddha's omniscience through the stages of awakening. All you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dharma. With palms together, I earnestly request you may actualize parinirvana. Please stay with us for eons numberless as atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. Whatever slight positive potential I may have created, by paying homage, offering, and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddhas stay and teach, I now dedicate all this for full awakening. May you Buddhas now living in the worlds of 10 directions, and all you gone to freedom in the past, accept my offerings. May those not yet arisen quickly perfect their minds, awakening as fully enlightened ones. May all worlds in 10 directions be entirely pure and vast. May they be filled with bodhisattvas, surrounding Buddhas gathered beneath the Bodhi tree. May as many beings as exist in 10 directions be always well and happy. May all samsaric beings live in accord with the Dharma, and may their every Dharma wish be fulfilled. Remembering my past lives and all varieties of existence, may I practice the Bodhisattva way, and thus in each cycle of death, migration, and birth, may I always abandon the householder's life. Then, following the footsteps of all the Buddhas and perfecting the practice of a bodhisattva, may I always act without error or compromise, with ethical discipline, faultless and pure. May I teach the Dharma in the language of gods, in every language of spirits and nagas, of humans and of demons, and in the voice of every form of being. May I be gentle-minded, cultivating the 6 paramitas, and never forget bodhicitta. May I completely cleanse without omission every negativity and all that obscures this awakening mind. May I traverse all my lives in the world, free of karma, afflictions, and interfering forces, just as the lotus blossom is undisturbed by the water's wave, just as the sun and moon move unhindered through the sky. May I ease the suffering in the lower realms and in the many directions and dimensions of the universe. May I guide all wanderers in samsara to the pure bliss of awakening and be of worldly benefit to them as well. May I practice constantly for eons to come, perfecting the activities of awakening, acting in harmony with the various dispositions of beings, showing the ways of bodhisattva. May I always have the friendship of those whose path is like mine, and with body, words, and also mind, may we practice together the same aspirations and activities. May I always meet a spiritual mentor and never displease that excellent friend who deeply wishes to help me and expertly teaches the bodhisattva way. May I always directly see the Buddhas, masters encircled by bodhisattvas, and without pause or discouragement for eons to come, may I make extensive offerings to them. May I hold within me the Buddha's genuine dharma, illuminate everywhere the teachings that awaken, embody the realizations of a bodhisattva, and practice ardently in all future eons. While circling through all states of existence, may I become an endless treasure of good qualities, skillful means, wisdom, samadhi, and liberating stabilizations, gathering limitless, pristine wisdom and positive potential. On one atom I shall see Buddha fields numberless as atoms, inconceivable Buddhas among bodhisattvas in every field, practicing the activities of awakening. Perceiving this in all directions, I dive into an ocean of Buddha fields, each an ocean of 3 times Buddhas in the space of a wisp of hair, so I too will practice for an ocean of aeons. Thus I am continually immersed in the speech of the Buddhas, expression that reveals an ocean of qualities in one word, the completely pure eloquence of all the Buddhas, communication suited to the varied tendency of beings. With strength of understanding I plunge into the infinite enlightened speech of the Dharma of all Buddhas and 3 times gone to freedom, who continually turn the wheel of Dharma methods. I shall experience in one moment such vast activity of all future eons, and I will enter into all eons of the 3 times in but a fraction of a second. In one instant I shall see all those awakened beings, past, present, and future lions among humans, and with the power of the illusion-like stabilization, I will constantly engage in their inconceivable activity. I shall manifest upon one single atom the array of pure lands, present, past, and future. Likewise, I shall enter the array of pure Buddha fields in every direction without exception. I shall enter the very presence of all my guides, those lights of this world who are yet to appear, those sequentially turning the wheels of complete awakening, those who reveal nirvana, final, perfect peace. May I achieve the power of swift magical emanation, the power to lead to the great vehicle through every approach, the power of always beneficial activity, the power of love pervading all realms, the power of all surpassing positive potential, the power of supreme knowledge unobstructed by discrimination, and through the powers of wisdom, skillful means, and samadhi, may I achieve the perfect power of awakening. Purifying the power of all contaminated actions, crushing the power of disturbing emotions at their root, diffusing the power of interfering forces, I shall perfect the power of the bodhisattva practice. May I purify an ocean of worlds, may I free an ocean of beings, may I clearly see an ocean of dharma, may I realize an ocean of pristine wisdom. May I purify an ocean of activities, may I fulfill an ocean of aspirations, may I make offering to an ocean of Buddhas, may I practice without discouragement for an ocean of eons. That's a stanza that Geshe taught last Wednesday, and so we're on page 9, the second stanza. To awaken fully through this bodhisattva way, I shall fulfill without exception all the diverse aspirations of the awakening practice of all Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times everywhere. In order to practice exactly as the wise man, called Samandabhatra, all-embracing good, the elder brother of the sons and daughters of the Buddhas, I completely dedicate all this goodness. Likewise, may I dedicate just as a skillful Samantabhadra, with pure body, speech, and mind, pure actions, and pure Buddha fields. I shall give rise to the aspirations of Manjushri for this bodhisattva practice of all-embracing good, to perfect these practices without discouragement or pause in all future eons. May my pure activities be endless, my good qualities be boundless, and through abiding in immeasurable activity, may I actualize infinite emanations. Limitless is the end of space. Likewise, limitless are living beings, thus limitless are karma inflictions. May my aspirations reach be limitless as well. One may offer to the Buddhas all wealth and adornments of infinite worlds and 10 directions, and one may offer during eons numberless as atoms of the world even the greatest happiness of gods and humans. Whoever hears this extraordinary aspiration and longing for highest awakening gives rise to faith just once, creates far more precious positive potential. Those who make this heartfelt aspiration for the Bodhisattva way will be free of all lower rebirths, free of harmful companions, and will quickly see Amitabha, infinite light. And even in this very human life, they will be nourished by happiness and have all conducive circumstances. Without waiting long, they will become like Samantabhadra himself. Those who give voice to this extraordinary aspiration will quickly and completely purify the 5 boundless harmful actions created under the power of ignorance. Blessed with supreme wisdom, excellent body, family attributes, and appearance, they will be invincible to vast interfering forces and misleading teachers, and all the 3 worlds will make offerings. Going quickly to the noble Bodhi tree and sitting there to benefit sentient beings, subduing all interfering forces, they will fully awaken and turn the great wheel of Dharma. Have no doubt that complete awakening is the fully ripened result, comprehended only by a Buddha, of holding in mind by teaching, reading, or reciting this aspiration of the Bodhisattva practice. In order to train just like the hero Manjushri, who knows reality as it is, and just like Samantabhadra as well, I completely dedicate all this goodness just as they did. Without dedication, which is praised as greatest, while the Buddha's gone to freedom in the 3 times, I too dedicate all my roots of goodness for the attainments of the Bodhisattva practice. When the moment of my death arrives, by eliminating all obscurations and directly perceiving Amitabha, may I go immediately to Sukhavati, pure land of great joy. Oh, Geshe is here.
Please continue. No, please continue. Have a seat, continue. Oh, no comment. You finish reciting King of Prayer?
Yes, Geshe.
Oh, sorry. So I thought like you didn't finish. Oh, yeah.
So should I continue or?
You finish?
No, we're on 58.
Yeah, please continue.
Okay, thank you, Geshe. Having gone to Sukhavati, may I actualize the meaning of these aspirations, fulfilling them all without exception for the benefit of beings for as long as this world endures. Born from an extremely beautiful and superlative lotus, in this joyful land, the Buddha's magnificent mandala, may I receive a prediction of my awakening directly from the Buddha Amitabha. Having received a prediction there, may I create vast benefit for beings throughout the 10 directions with 1 billion emanations by the power of wisdom. Through even the small virtue I have accumulated, by offering this prayer of the Bodhisattva practice, may all the positive aspirations of beings be fulfilled in an instant. Through creating limitless positive potential, by dedicating this prayer of Samantabhadra's deeds, May all beings drowning in this torrent of suffering enter the presence of Amitabha. Through this king of aspirations, which is the greatest of the sublime, helping infinite wanderers in samsara, through the accomplishment of this scripture dazzling with Samantabhadra's practice, may suffering grounds be utterly emptied of all beings. Saji perki shushing metog tamri rabdishi ni degen paru sange jindu mikte uwa idokunamdak jingla chepashok jetsun lama dampakenam kichukala kense chujinti jita tsampe duje zima la jab gechuki charpa tu so idam guru ratamandalakam niryatayami.
Sanje chodan soje chonam la chanjo pardon dane dage chushin jebe sunam je ando la peje sanje ando ba sho Sanje chodan soje chonam la chanjo pardon dane chabzun je dage chushin jebe sunam je Drola penje sanje ando ba sho Sanje chodan soje chonam la chanjo pardon dane chabzun je dage chushin jebe Drola penje sanje ando ba sho Padang mina miyaji ombo dang jajin la so cheche chola changwa chabanam Sanje ya sura rado shi jen dewe juju ma deda shi je tabe chen jen diri shi je namo ala yega dalu da ne jenge tibon da da mi kena na rowa kunje na na jazam tamje ke do dage chue ten to kange tuze nye so ne tawa tanje bombe je tabe chun ne de zaba kodam de la cha se alo oh yeah ne ya na Tip kare 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 je oh yeah oh yeah good evening Venerable Ramula good evening oh Karen good evening Tom good evening Bob good evening Hen good evening Mary good evening Cameron good evening Jovela good evening Laura good evening Pandiji Pati good evening Ryan good evening Jill good evening Nicole good evening Renee good evening Julie Doma good evening David good evening Chitra Matra Chitra Matra means mine only और oh yeah. Any questions, Karen?
No, Geshe, there's none yet.
Oh, yeah. So then, yeah, continues. So I kind of like forgot to mention you, it has sections. We are in the section number 15. So maybe pretty close to finish. When we finish, so I'll probably do some review, okay? So second, for your meditations, review meditation, analytical meditations, so I'll do like short review, okay, after when I finish. So today here, Sajjata Chanju Sembe Jeso, Sangje, enlightened beings, of course, the Buddha, enlightened beings, Tathagata, all same thing, different name, same meaning. Chanju Semba, Bodhisattva, Jesu Lobe, Yosu was, Jesu Lobe is like following the foot, following Buddha's and Bodhisattva's path, following Buddha's and Bodhisattva, not just follow their footsteps, follow their path, not just following them through hoping to get some ice cream or some cookies, not like that. Following their path, their practice, okay? You know, of course, the dogs or cats follows you, so they are not necessarily following you are like practice. They are following, hoping to get some treat. So there's the sections called like how is it? Ngowa, Yosu Ngowa, so might be dedicating all the merit to able to follow the footsteps of Buddhas and Bodhisattva. That's the name of the section. So so the first one is like following the footsteps of Tathagata, same thing. Tathagata, enlightened being, fully enlightened beings, Buddhas, all same thing, mean same thing, okay? Kaya tuzushabi Jawai, Chanju Jebe, Melam Chatabna, Sambu Jebe, Chanju Sanjani, Tegun, Daki, Mali, Zopaches. Kamala, can you say in English? Maybe make sure that we are on same sections.
Yes, Geshe.
Oh.
To awaken fully through this bodhisattva way, I shall fulfill without exception all the diverse aspirations of the awakening practice of all Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times everywhere.
3 times past, present, future. Quite common, you will see. Quite common, you see that Buddhist text 3 times. 3 times Buddhas, past, present, future, and also like Toma maybe doing Tabai Chanju Melam Chataps Namsa. Da Rani just Sambu Melam Jundu Sanjay. Melam Tata was a Malam the prayer is prayer is the form of positive wishes. Prayer is not different than the form of positive wishes. Generated by seeing the benefit or meaning, seeing the benefit and meaning, helping others. That's all, helping others. Because this is a Bodhisattva path. So positive wish powered by seeing the benefit of helping others. That's all. That's called prayer. It's a form of positive wish. So now all this positive wish, collection of positive wish made by past Buddha, present Buddha, future Buddha, all of them. So you want to, as a you really want, deep down from your heart, you want to materialize all their positive wishes or prayer, 3-time prayer, past, present, futures. So then dedicating all your merit in order to I say, fulfill all their positive wishes or materialize all the positive wishes. Okay, so that's what it means. Dedicating the merit, following the footstep of 3 times Buddhas. So that's what it means. Okay. Sanje chumde de namji myo loba lamji negasu chanju ji chobala chobe tsenas. All these enlightened beings, before they become enlightened, while they are walking, while they're practicing the path, before they get enlightened, while they're walking or practicing the path. So they make so many positive wishes for sake of all mother sentient beings. Simply to the subject judges, Melam Chini Tabate Datamji, Da Rani Yosu, Da Rani Ji Yosu Zobache, should remember yes, Da Rani Ji. Understanding all the prayer that's been made by Buddhas, 3 times Buddhas and 3 times Bodhisattva, then just remembering those prayers made it for me to become enlightened. Of course, for all sentient beings, so yourselves included, recognizing or understanding that it's not just prayer or wish. It's like liberating each and every being from the samsara that include. If you are not liberated yet, so then yourselves already included there. So they're recognizing that. Chida zoba chazu teya sanje ji kuma matoba tesi do sanje namji je. Sanje namji. Nalam tobo ji tada duba. Kawe sa. Kawe toma sanje ji chanju tuba krechi. In order to materialize all these wishes that made by 3 times Buddhas and 3 times Bodhisattvas, so you yourself first need to achieve enlightenment. And we thought that even if we have no clue what other person is thinking, so that becomes huge obstacle in order to 100% benefit that person, because we have no idea what's going on. We have no idea what's going on in their life, even no very little clue. So then you are all based on guessing game. You're just guessing, so maybe many times guessing wrong. We don't have clear voice, but what do we have? We sense. In Tibetan words called Geshe. Geshe means like we read people expression. We read people expressions. It's not a clear voice. It's kind of like similar like clear voice, but you can tell what's going on. If you are, it depends how good you are. Some people are very good at reading people's expressions, so they can precisely predict what's going on in their mind. Precisely predict. And some people they have not the authentic clear voice, but they have like clear voice that produced by their karma. It's not the authentic one produced by their karma. So, like incredible visions. They kind of understand what's going on based on the visions, dream, signs. So produced by previous karma. It's not the authentic one. So it's very important you to achieve enlightenment in order to materialize all this prayer that made by 3 times Buddhas and 3 times Bodhisattvas, in order to materialize those prayer wishes. To materialize those prayer and wishes. So you must first achieve enlightenment. Why? Because not knowing from inside out become obstacles, so you can't really benefit. Like you can provide the complete benefit. It's always going to be partial, not complete benefit, because you have very little clue what's going on in their mind. So therefore, there says that you need to achieve enlightenment. So that enlightenment comes from practicing, generating bodhicitta. That of course engage in the Bodhisattva deed. Without that, fully enlightenment will not be possible. Oh. So therefore, we're studying this King of Prayer, trying to understand the Bodhisattva deed, trying to understand Bodhisattva, power of the Bodhicitta, trying to understand the power of the Bodhicitta, how that's be generated, how someone so inspired by Bodhicitta, and what kind of, once we become Bodhisattva, what kind of the action that you perform, how many of them there. So just learning here. So and then, practicing, following the footstep Bodhisattva. So then the goal is fully enlightenment. So then we are making, you yourselves are making the strong wish, so if you don't remember so many words, there are so many words, King of Prayer, how many pages? There's a lot of pages. So if you don't remember all of them by heart, so then you can still, memorize. If you remember by heart, that's good news. If not, you can read. But the shortest way that you say, I dedicate my merit likewise as Buddha, present Buddha, future Buddha, past Bodhisattva, present Bodhisattva, future Bodhisattva, likewise, I will dedicate my merit exactly like that you do. So that kind of like, that's about shortest way to do. So then if you read King of Prayer, if you remember, so then there's kind of like elaborate way to, as a joining the bigger pool created by all the three-time Buddhas and Bodhisattva. You may have a small pool, maybe you may have like few drops of water, and then you are trying to join that water. There's a bigger pool, there's like probably millions of drops of the water, so then you're trying to join your mate with them, okay? Kunsan doji chang menche ne tinje tsawe lama yenche do duwe tendo melam kang taba teta tamje dagi dubashu. I'm not going to wait around, or maybe Julie's going to take it, not like that, you are not going to wait around. You say, I myself will do. You voluntary, I myself, I'm not going to wait. Or somebody else will do. Even somebody else knows what is the Bodhisattva part, what is enlightenment, all that, I'm not going to wait for someone else, and I'm going to do it by myself. So that's kind of like, how you say, extraordinary aspiration that, that's what it's called, extraordinary aspirations. Oh, taksam. So that kind of complete the following the footstep of Buddhas, three-time Buddhas, okay? Three-time Buddhas. Following the footstep of three-time Buddhas. That's what it's called. Now the following the footstep of three-time Bodhisattva. Oh. So now the second stanza, Samula.
Let's see. In order to practice exactly as the wise one, called Samantabhadra, all-embracing good, the elder brother of the sons and daughters of the Buddhas, I completely dedicate all this goodness.
Jawakunji seji tuam choto chubas, like the one of the best, you could say one of the best, disciple or students of Buddhas, Bodhisattva Samadhi Bhattas. Jawa kunji tsuchi tu chodo chuba kange mini kundu sambo. One of the main, main or like a main disciple of enlightened Jawa kunji tsuchi tu, you can say one of the most important child of all the Buddhas was called Bodhisattva Samadabhatras. This was Kundu Sambo, Samadabhatra. All gentle. Kundu Sambo means all gentle, means gentle all the time. Kundu means always, Sambo means gentle, always gentle, always gentle. Kundu Sambo, that's literally translation of word Kundu Sambo. So that's the name in Tibetan, Bodhisattva Samadabhatra, name in Tibetan called Chanju Semba Kundu Sambo. Chanju Semba means Bodhisattva. Kundu Sambo means Samadabhatra means Kundu Sambo, Samadabhatra, Kundu Sambo. So in Sanskrit, I have no clue. So Samadabhatra could be all gentle in Sanskrit. Shijang Jasi Keba Teta, Da Rani, Jawa Dita, Seratam Da Juso, Gokun Tsumba Chuba Nubi Chido, Dagisabi Gewatita no. So you're wishing, you're very much wishing that your practice this life, many more life in the future, your view, your perception of the world, your perception of all the sentient beings, your perception of all the entire universe, in the entire beings in the universe, the perception. Not just this life, many more life in the future, you're wishing to be like Bodhisattva, Samadabhatra's perceptions. Thinking day and night, only things they're thinking is the well-being of Mother Sentient Being. That's all. That's the only thing that Bodhisattva Samadabhatra thinks. That's the only thing that Bodhisattva Samadabhatra does is for that goal. So there you are wishing to be like that. You're wishing to be like that. Everything you do, breathing in and out, motivation, the breathing in and out powered by bodhicitta. Eating powered by bodhicitta. Sleeping powered by bodhicitta. Walking powered by bodhicitta. Everything that you does, Bodhisattva Samadabhatra does is based on the altruistic attitude. So there you're very much wishing that you want to do the same thing, and you are dedicating all the merit to be like that. Okay? Each and every single merit that I created by saying something nice, saying mantra, saying prayer, reading sutras, thinking something positive, every single bit of that merit I dedicated to be like Bodhisattva Samadabhatra myself, like Bodhisattva Samadabhatra. So that's what it means, like following the footstep of Bodhisattva. Among those Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva Samadabhatra is considered as the one of the best. Even though all the Bodhisattvas have same bodhicitta, So maybe if some of you wonder why it called main disciple, or like why is main, why there's a word main there, maybe I don't know. So when you finish the college, everybody get 100. So there's a way to define who's the toppest of the top in the class based on the grade. See, 10 people receive same grade, like 100. Doesn't mean they are head to toe, they are same thing. They are not same thing. Because they get same grade 100, but they have different interests, they have different ideas, like maybe something like that. Even though you become bodhisattva, maybe you still have your interest, like so you have stories about your life, all kinds of things, like maybe that's the one way to define what's called main. So I'm just guessing. So otherwise, like once you become bodhisattva, doesn't mean we all become same. Doesn't mean we all become one. That's impossible. You can't become one. Even we all generate bodhicitta. We are all called bodhisattva. Are we one? Probably not. We are not one, but we all manage to generate bodhicitta. What else? That is what makes you. Geshe kunji seji toshi, papa kundu sambo, Jawa kunji seji toyi. Okay, let's give some reason here. Why the Bodhisattva, some of the Vata is considered as a main, called main, or maybe the best. Papa kundu sambo, Jawa so the King of Prayer commentary composed by Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna, one of the very important masters, without Arya Nagarjuna, Arya Asanga, there will be no Mayana path to study, so after when Buddha Shakyamuni was passed away, they are like they made terrible deeds. Around 112 years. So there's a group of students, kind of like took care of the Buddha Dharma. There's like 110 or 12 years. They are like Nagarjuna came very, very late. Nagarjuna, they're doing that. Nagarjuna was not there. Very late. Arya Nagarjuna, Arya Asanga. So the Nagarjuna composed like a commentary on King of Prayer. So in that commentary, Nagarjuna explained why Bodhisattva Samatha Bhatta is called men, like the best of men. Chanju Semba Namji Kundu Sambu Chuba Kayimba, Tejindu Chanju Semba Namba Taraba, Kangchiba, the Chanju Simbi Tingi Chiba, Dorduna, Tetobola Soba, Chanju Simbi Indichima, Tiniba, Tamjiji, Pada Chimba, Tina Chanju Semba Semba Puakundu Sambuni, Sajitoi. Based on education, based on like Singaporean meditation, based on then probably like history of health benefiting other sentient beings. That's all that Nagarjuna said. Based on that, based on like the way the Bodhisattva Samatha Bhatta benefit the sentient beings, and like his ability to do the Singaporean meditations and his knowledge. Because of that, Bodhisattva Samatha Bhatta considered as one of the main disciple of enlightened beings. Yeah, so mainly it's not important. So why it's called? So probably you don't need to know. What's the most important thing is like following the footstep of Bodhisattva. That's here most important to remember. Okay. So then so now the second stanza. So now how to follow the footstep. So that's what it's called, how to follow the footstep of the Buddhas and Bodhisattva. Okay. So Lamula, then can you read that in English?
Likewise may I dedicate, just as a skillful Samantabhadra, with pure body, speech, and mind, pure actions, and pure Buddha fields.
There's a job number tabo the xing nam yong su number tabo chi yong su tabo ngabo so tabo ngabo tini tobe to get so now dedicating whatever merit that you're creating, reading King of Prayer, studying King of Prayer, saying King of Prayer, memorizing King of Prayer, or reciting mantra. So any positive deed, doing doing that, the based on understanding of bodhicitta, importance of bodhicitta, then urgency to generate bodhicitta. So with that kind of intentions, then doing that, then dedicating that merit. It's called like five pure, body, speech, mind, deed, environment. That's called five pure. So now here, pure, no, a little bit different. Here, probably pure refers to stainless. Body means stainless. Body probably like become stainless if the action, physical action is positive. Here you talk about all the physical action is positive, so then body itself become like stainless. All every word that comes out of your mouth, if it is positive, so then speech becomes stainless or pure. So then all the thoughts, every thought that comes up is something bad, something healthy. So then thought become stainless. So then that pure or stainless, based on the Vajrayana teaching, there is kind of change. It's the whole thing, concept change. So here, I think it's like probably that's what it means. Timameba means stainless. 다 류당가다 이진한다 저번도 신나 셰번에서 내가 류 넘버 타보네 강 뒤지 쪼라 뜨네 대당 대다 수된 봐서 다 두 차답지 두레라 류 산지 신 탐지 So here, what's called, how called pure? It's called pure?
Yes, pure body, speech, mind.
Yeah, pure body. So pure body, the explanation I just give it to you is not the correct one. So I've just thought that's like, that's what it means by pure body. But here, pure body here, this refers to more like physical ability to manifesting yourself simultaneously, many different places, simultaneously manifesting your body. It's hard. Actually, manifestation only happen in the Vajrayana tradition. I think the Sutrayana you just learn, but the gross body. This now we have this called gross that you can see, you can touch. It kind of hurts when you hit someone. It's hurt. This kind of gross. Only. So there's subtle. You can't really touch. You cannot really touch, and you cannot hit this. It's still called body. Then the very subtle. That's the one that energy that comes with the thought. Very beginning of this life, the moment. What do you call like? A medical term, what do you call? Conception, Huh?
Geshe-la, I
Yes,
think.
conception, Geshe-la.
First moment of conception, there's mind, there's the energy, the very first one. That is called energy is very, very, very subtle body. That's energy. The mind, there's a subtlest, there's a very subtle mind for the sake of knowledge. Movement of that energy, that's called speech, subtle speech. So now, Lama's body, speech, and mind emit from the Lama's body, dissolve into your body, speech, and your body, speech, and mind, Lama body, speech, and mind become one. You are not thinking of this gross body. It's impossible. The gross body doesn't become one with Lama's body. You are thinking about this. Only the Lama's body emitted, so then dissolve you, and your body, speech, mind, Lama body, mind become one. There's a subtle body, subtle, very subtle, your body, speech, mind become one with the Lama's body, speech, mind. So that's possible, but this gross body never become. But we have very little clue because we are our concept, our like perception of body is like what you see. That's all. But there's no that. No, we don't consider subtle energies like the body. So anyway, first moment of conceptions, energy, that's called subtle body. Mind, that's called subtle mind. Movement of that energy, that's called subtle speech. So that's the one, subtle body, speech, mind. Oh, so that manifestation comes from there, the manifest. Gross body, we can manifest. Yeah, so here, so now this pure body refers to the ability, physical ability to manifest. That's like you're talking about the word Shing Chawata. Shing means environment, Chawata means billions, hundreds and thousands of billions of universe, hundreds and thousands of billions of universe. Your ability to manifest into hundreds of thousands of, how you say? How you say? 100,000, how you say? 100,000, how you say?
Geshe-la, I think it's hundreds of thousands of millions.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands of billions universe, billions of universe, hundreds and thousands of billions of universe, many physically manifest simultaneously. See, like that's why this is so precious. There's so much you can do in this body, with this body. There's so much you can do. This all happened due to this body. Without this body, it's impossible. So some people say, oh, this body is like temple. Yeah, it is kind of like temple. It's temple. So many good things come from it. So unfortunately, we don't have very good understanding of our life. We don't have very good understanding of our life. Our understanding of our life is not positive. It's kind of like it's kind of unfortunate. Yeah. So what you are not generating your table as a deity. You're generating yourself as a deity. You're not generating yourself. You may say, oh, when you think of yourself, oh, not so good. Oh, my house, so good. Oh, very nice, very beautiful. Yourself, not really good. No, don't say, oh, my watch is so good. It's very expensive, very nice. It's kind of like brand, like called Rolex. Yourself, not much. So there's mistake. There's a huge mistake. It's like we don't treat this like temple. Even though there are so many holy beings going in and out, visualizing in and out, like Yeah, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, so so the ability, physical ability to manifest into hundreds and thousands of billions of universe. That's like, within the Bodhisattva path, there's like 10 bhumis. When you achieve the first bhumi, you gain the ability to manifest yourself simultaneously into the hundreds and thousands of billions of universe simultaneously. You gain that ability. So, not somebody else, you gain, you. It's like not like somebody else, you gain. So you have ability, because you have better nature. So you that could be you, that could be this very good possibility that could be you. Yeah, so very good possibility. So it's important to think about it. Okay. Manifest exactly according to that person's needs. If that person needs cat, you manifest cat. If that person needs dog, you manifest dog. Oh, there's such a waste of energy for just one person while you manifest cat. For them, it's not waste. It's not waste. Even like helping one being, that counts. That counts. So like why you manifest? Yeah, because some people like cats. Will you manifest cat? Yeah, of course, without doubt, without second doubt, you manifest the cat. You can't really teach Dharma, but just being cat. It's like, but not really cat, but you just appear, you manifest into cat. So, this is what teta, immediately, not like after 1 year thinking, oh, maybe I should manifest a cat or not cat. Maybe Julie really like cats, so maybe I should manifest the cat or not. So maybe next year I'll think about not this year. I'm not sure, not like that. Immediately or right away, immediately, just manifest. So who knows? We never know. Who knows? People, we interact. Animals, we interact. We don't have clue. We have just ideas. We have no idea. We don't have any clue who they are. We don't have really clue. So we just, like, But they appear as a cat. Actually, they are not cat, but they appear as a cat. They exactly like cat, but they are not cat because they have no karma. They have no karma. But they for you, this cat exactly like cat, but that does not mean they're a cat. Oh, so ability. Do try to do realize. Now, when you look, your mind can cover not just one object. Your mind can simultaneously cover, probably here, 20 different things. Your mind can just cover, simultaneously cover, like that. Because of that ability, manifesting oneself in hundreds of thousands of billions of universe simultaneously, that is very possible. Logically, it is very possible. It is possible. So that is so now what time?
It's 8 o'clock, Geshe.
So that's like, that is the meaning of the pure body here, pure body. Explanation I give it to you is not what I thought. No, it is something else here, like pure body. So now pure mind, pure speech. So that probably kind of inline qualities. You say You say both, you say like something. You could say like yeah, you say Julie, somebody else here, Karen, somebody else here, Venerable Hamu, somebody else here, Mary, but you say just one word. And people will hear according to their, what do you call, mental inclinations. That's the one of the enlightened quality of speech. Enlightened speech has 60 qualities. So one of them is like probably that's the one of them. You say one word, people hear according to what they want to hear. They hear that. So they are not going to hear what they don't want to hear. They're always going to hear what they want to hear. Don't worry. So they are not going to hear what they don't want to hear. They're always going to hear what they want to hear. You just say the one word, so they're like this. Oh, that's the hear the pure speech. Young jingo jiglas, get them to dump at this. Rakundu Dumbala sober in their time, maybe so that them none about us. So that's the pure speech, not pure mind. In the bottom, the kiji jiglas. Kiji means moment. Jebe kor maluba ngusum chabada. Chochu maluba tang tu tamjedo shube sanjetan ngusum do chabada. Susu tayaba padumi ngusum chabada suba yunesu. Ability to see like thousands of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas simultaneously in the moment by moment, within a moment, ability to see. Everything that we have in this body becomes so handy, so useful, like chakras, channels, energies. Without that, no. That's why without this body, all this is impossible without this body. Because of this body, so there's no, we can do all of that. So yeah, so which religion is called like your body is like temple? Do anybody remember?
Christians.
Oh, Christian, they call, they call your body's temple. Why they call your body's temple? Came this.
Because you have to have these good qualities also. You have to be a good person. You have to have virtue. Yeah, you're not supposed to lie. You're not supposed to kill. There's so many good things. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's a temple.
Yeah. So these are the pure body, pure speech, pure mind here. Pure mind. So this is the pure body, pure speech, pure mind. Just finish that. So now the Joba Tava Bashi to say about them channels. New number that was Sanjay no Sanjay that you just the budget passage, Jiatung to Manzaba Cheva, Nasa the Jimuta, the Titan, so Nasa to meet up with them. No, that's all there. No. Pasam ji, muji pasam ji shing, ja tong tu me number zeba cheba. Nasada. So now out of 5 pure, so there's a pure body, pure speech, pure mind. That's finished. Now pure what? Pure? Pure deeds. Alam. Amla.
Yes, they call it actions, but I think you mean deeds.
Pure action, the same thing. Lunga is yongso tabe, choba yongso tabo bashi to set them. Shin number the way and do is a shin number. So now refers to the things and the deed. So then, so nothing much to need to explain the deed. Now the deed related to the pure body, deed related to the pure speech, deed related to the pure mind. So these are pure deeds. So now the environment, pure environment, Kamula.
They call it Buddha fields.
Pure environment, Buddha field, pure environment. Awesome things. Do you mind to bear with a few minutes with me? So I'm looking for this translation. My English teacher. So need to look my English teacher. Awesome things. So I just want to look something here. Doesn't matter. Maybe they don't have here. Awesome things. Unfortunately, my teacher doesn't have. My teacher doesn't have what I'm looking for. So this particular trees, that's I was just wondering how they translate this particular tree, Pasam Gishings. That's one of the, it's like medicinal tree, but it grows into the celestial realms. It's a wonderful tree. So I don't know what to call it, called Pasam Gishing. So anyway, so no need. So my teacher doesn't have the translation here. Rinpoche Pasam Gishings. I think the root is gold. The tree itself is like silver. Then branch, this is all like made out of precious jewels. You know, so it's not like the tree we see. I think the root is gold. The tree itself is like precious jewel. The silver, then the branch is like emerald. There's all kinds of jewels. Anyway, so there's like made out of this all kinds of jewels that the tree is made of, all kind of jewels. So then one of the Buddhists wish that all the poison trees into the universe turn into this Pasam Gishin. So they are hoping to all these poisonous trees to turn into this Pasam Gishin, these wonderful trees. So there's so much benefit. So there you are kind of imagine the environment is like that, like filled with these trees, pasang gishin. So there's like wonderful trees. According to Vajrayana tradition, you yourself generate yourself as a deity. So then from there, the light emit. So moment it touch, like then every environment become like mandala. All the beings they are inside the environment. There's like darkness, and in the end, and you just see pure taparamjam. You just see pure. So like that, in Vajrayana. And here, so you have to visualize. You have to just visualize. You can do so visualizing the environment filled with these beautiful trees. So that's called like almost like same as like Buddha's Pure Land, imagining not just ordinary environment that you are in is something very beautiful for sake of your practice. So you are about to invite here in your very environment you are sitting in your house, that is not just your ordinary house, that you are just imagining this is very beautiful because I'm about to invite Lama Tsongkhapa here. This is very beautiful and like almost like like Pure Land. So for sake of your practice. It's not like environments. There's this problem, that problem. It's not clean. It's dirty here. Not like that. For sake of your own practice. Imagine this very beautiful, just pure, very beautiful, just pure. So then all the impure, you kind of purify them, either through light, emit, very body that you generate as a deity, light emit from there and purify all the impurity, purify them. So they just become pure, just pure. Taparamjam, just pure, nothing impure. So, and of course, then Sutta and Ati, same thing. That's why every practice begins with the cleaning the environment. It's not just about there's dust or not dust. It's just cleaning your environment. Because why? Because you are there. Something very important things to do. You're about to do something very important. That you are about to invite all this divine being into your environment for your purpose of your practice. So that's why you imagine something beautiful. Okay.
Geshe, when you say Pasam Gishin, do you mean the wish-fulfilling tree? Like the one we do the mandala offering, we say Pasam Gishin.
Oh, yeah, that's what exactly the wish-fulfilling trees. Wish-fulfilling trees. That's what you call. But my teacher doesn't have one in the dictionary. Yeah, wish-fulfilling trees. Pasam Gishin. So the environment just filled with that trees. So, and that environment, of course, is a pure. So, not different than Buddha's and a pure land. Okay, Buddha's pure land. So that kind of reminds me. God, the Mary's gone now, so I'm not sure. Oh yeah, yeah. These are the 5 pure. Okay, 5 pure. Kuni kiwa sambu chepechi, jampechi ni melam chepechi, maho kaba kundi mejo tiye shawa mani zobe. Papa jambal, chi jesu loba yosu mawas. Kuni kiwa sambu chepechi, jampechi ni melam chepechi. So now, how much time we have?
About 15 minutes, Geshe. It's about 8:15. And there is a question about manifesting, if you want that question now.
Yeah. So we'll do the question. So then maybe read the next section, next Wednesday.
Okay. So the question is when Bodhisattva manifests as a cat, do they stay a cat until the cat dies? Do they remain there?
Can you repeat the question? Can you repeat the question?
So the question is when a bodhisattva manifests as a cat, do they stay a cat until the cat dies? Do they stay there until the cat dies?
It all depends on the person. If the person doesn't need, probably cat will disappear. For as long as the person needs, probably cat will be there. If the person no longer needs the cat, maybe cat will. You probably know. You may not going to see the crops, but cat probably will disappear. But probably you're more like you're not going to see the crops. There will be no crops. So cat will be there longest person needs it, I think. So I think the West, the Bodhisattvas don't need to manifest cat because you have shelter. You can just go to shelter, get one. You have the shelter, animal shelter, just go there, get one. Easy because, so then you go to them. They don't come to you, you go to them. So it's kind of other way around in the West. Development country, you go to them. You manifest there to pick one, so they don't manifest to you. So if you're if you're considering or if you're already doing King of Prayers and your practice, daily practice, so then I think it's important to, after when you finish reciting King of Prayer or reading King of Prayer, make strong wish that able to able to follow the Bodhisattva Samatha Bhatta footstep. And the 5 pure deeds of Bodhisattva Samatha Bhattas, pure body, pure speech, pure mind, pure deeds, pure actions, all of that, okay? To make strong wish. So, so time is not over yet. We'll stop here. So I'm also a little bit tired too. Maybe you're also tired. So we'll stop here. So then next Wednesday, see you. Okay. Oh, Ryan, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh,
How are you?
oh, very good, Ryan. Thank you for coming. Hen, how are you, Hen?
I don't know yet, Dr. Kishida, but I will have to scan next month. Yeah, the scan, the whole body, Kishida, yes.
So recite many Buddha mantra, many as possible.
Yes.
I've been, thinking about, thinking every day when I
Thank you, Kishida.
do my prayer.
Yes.
And during the dedication, I've been thinking about,
Thank you.
your health. So recite medicine Buddha mantra. If you cannot recite the longer one, just recite the short one. So then visualize the medicine Buddha on your crown, form of light, visualize, then nectar flows while you recite the medicine Buddha mantra, flows, purify all the physical sicknesses, mental difficulty, completely purifies, to that. and at the end, then your body becomes like crystal clear, like crystal clear, free of health problems.
I do that every day, Kisela. When I take the chemo medicine, I
Very good.
visualize, yes.
So good, so it'll benefit. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Kisela.
And also, Ryan, YouTube was also please say medicine Buddha mantra, many as possible. Like, and I've been thinking about, every day through prayers. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then, all of you have a wonderful night. So then, dedications, please.
Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may we quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow, that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. Just as the brave Manjushri and Samantabhadra too realize things as they are, I too dedicate all these merits in the best way that I may follow their perfect example. We dedicate all these roots of virtue with a dedication praised as the best by the victorious ones as gone of the 3 times, so we might perform good works. We dedicate whatever virtues we have ever collected for the benefit of the teachings and of all sentient beings, and in particular for the essential teachings of perfect pure Losang Drapa to shine forever. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chen Rezik, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa and Bliss and Void, Lama, ornament of the Yellow Hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as a bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine. Masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the 3 jewels. Say for myself and others, your disciples, please live long. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Oh, this God, maybe there's like, can you hear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here you can.
So Amita is a mantra for removing obstacles from your life. So I've been doing that long time ago at the Sunday morning class, though then I stopped, so I'm not sure why. So now tonight I'm going to do for this Amita Buddha's mantra, so removing obstacles from your life. So I'll say this mantra 3 times, okay? Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamita Ayurjana Sumari Chitat Noranza Tatankata Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teata Pune Aparamita Pune Jana Sombaro Basite Om Savasam Kara Parashute Damade Gangana Samgade Sambhawa Bishide Mahana Parevare So Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamita Ayurjana Sumari Chitat Noranza Tatankata Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teata Pune Mahabune Aparamita Pune Jana Sombaro Basite Om Savasam Kara Parashute Damade Gangana Samugati Sambhawa Bishide Mahana Parevare So Namo Bhagavate Aparamita Ayurjana Sumani Chitat Tatankata Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teata Pune Aparamita Pune Jana Sombaro Basite Om Savasam Kara Parishide Damade Gangana Samgati Sambhawa Bishide Mahana Parevare So Kimichi Tamatonga Ti Mela Sabame Sewa Tony Chitam Education was the Javanga Bella Kitchen Samyan Machu Dumso, Amita Ayunda Deso, Dumso, Amita Ayunda Deso, Dumso, Amita Ayunda Deso, oh yeah, Okay, good night.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you, Geshe.
Shalom.
Good night.
Good,
Thank you,
Geshe-la.
Angela.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Geshe.